What's up, TPE fam? While we're waiting on the daily dose to get started, I just want to invite you guys to Leaders Square. Leaders Square is our development community where leaders are getting together, having conversations that are helping them pivot to their next. We also put out content from myself and any other coaches that are involved with TPE to help push thought, push the mindset, and just create better leadership overall. If you want to get connected with us, head over to tpenow.com. That's tpenow.com, and then hit the menu, hit groups, and press join. You have a 30-day free trial to be a part of this group, and after that it is a small monthly subscription fee, but get in there for 30 days free. tpenow.com, menu, groups, and I look forward to meeting you in Leader Square.
What's up, TPE family? It's time for us to get a little better with the Daily Dose of Leadership with Alex Seal. Let's go!
New TPE.
What's up and what's happening, TPE fam? We're back with another daily dose of leadership where our aim and goal is just to continue to get better each and every day. My name is Alex Seal, and I'm excited to share with you guys over 20 years of organizational experience. 15 of those years I've spent in leadership. So that means that I've had the opportunity to be able to work with over hundreds of people to help them get better, to help them pivot into their next, to help them see the bigger picture as it relates to how to run a business. And so I just want to share those experiences with you, along with me and my wife are entrepreneurs in our own right. So we've managed and built our own businesses, and we're just sharing those experiences that we have with other leaders to help them pivot into their next. The TPE that's what we're all about. We're all about helping leaders grow through transformative coaching, content, and community. Speaking of community, if you had not heard, the Leader Square is open and ready for you. If you head over to tpenow.com, you can go over to groups in the menu and hit group list. You can join our group, 30 days free. We have a fantastic leadership community that is growing, that is buzzing, that is engaging, and where we're myself and the other coaches that we have on board here at the TPE, we're sharing insights, tidbits of information that will help you get to the next level in your life, and to challenge you to become a better leader. So go over to tpenow.com so you can get connected to that conversation. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just follow us on Instagram. That's at TPE Now. That again, our Instagram is at TPE Now. And today we're going to be talking about leadership and team building. Leadership and team building in the QSR space. That's what we've been speaking the most of here lately. In the QSR space, leadership and team building is something that's extremely important. I think sometimes we believe that running a QSR business is easy, but you got to have the right people doing the right things at the right time, and that requires you having great leaders that are leading people who have camaraderie and synergy. A lot of time, camaraderie and synergy is built through team building activities and team building techniques. And so I'm going to go through really quickly a few things that relate to leadership and team building. And so number one, we want to talk about when we think about this subject is leadership styles and skills. And so everybody comes to the table with a different viewpoint and a different style of leadership, just naturally, whether it's based off of you playing sports, your involvement in that arena, if you've what you've done in school, your role in college, like your way your parents parented you. There's different things that contribute to your leadership style, and as for you, either as the business owner or the GM, it's up to you to identify people's skill sets in the area of leadership and what fits and what doesn't fit in your organization culturally, and so you want to make sure that you safeguard your organization's culture from anything that you deem toxic from a leadership trait standpoint. That's really important. But additionally, there might be some skills or some things that are being brought to the table that can be used to your advantage. So you have to be able to discern between the two of those things. And then you need to also consider what is your means of developing leadership or developing leaders. And so think about the things you put in place, the training protocols you put in place to be able to train your leaders and to give your leaders the right tools and assets that they need to grow, there should be some systematic means of doing so. So number one, assessing those different leadership styles that you have on your team, seeing what works, what doesn't work, and then moving forward to what is your developmental system for developing those leaders, okay? Number two, team motivation. And this is an important one, and I think this is one that I think it can be difficult in today's with today's standards. We live in a social media world where everything is moving at a rapid pace. You know, most videos and attention spans are 6 or 7 seconds a piece, and so you've got to think about how can you keep a team motivated with that has that high level of movement as it relates to their attention spans. And so thinking about different things that you can do to appreciate your team, whether that's going above and beyond and bringing in different things to eat. You'll be surprised how much people appreciate when you bring in something that's outside of the normal what they eat within your QSR space, or if you bring in a treat, because a lot of times we got to understand that people who are working for us may not be able to have the opportunity to eat certain things or to indulge in certain delicacies. And so it's up to us to be able to leverage the resources that are generated from the organization to be able to expose and bring in different things that your team might like. One thing that we do at Chick-fil-A that I think is really cool, at my store at least, not necessarily saying this is everywhere, but at our restaurants, we use a app, also software, to categorize and manage team recognitions. And so our team members, the management, everybody has the opportunity to give points to people that we deem that have done something good in the organization, that have pushed the needle forward in what we're trying to do, and they can accumulate those points and redeem them towards different things, Amazon gift cards, different things that we stock in our rewards bin, and things like that, and those type of things really keep the teams motivated, because it is a vehicle that allows everybody to express appreciation, and then you can redeem those things for cool items that you may or may not want to spend your check on, but just by the fact that you're doing a great job at your in the workplace really pushes the needle forward as it relates to team motivation. So I think that's a big one. And then you have conflict resolution techniques. It's the last point here when we're talking about leadership and team building. Just as much as you need motivation on your team and you need the hoorah and people to feel like they're doing a good job and they're a part of what's going on, there also needs to be very effective team conflict resolution techniques. I think one of the things that we miss as an organization, and as people too, just in our home lives and stuff like that, is effective means to be able to resolve conflict. I believe that sometimes leaders may get uncomfortable when it comes down to time to resolve conflict. We don't address things in a timely manner. There's a lot of things that factor into being effective in resolving conflict in an effective way. You have to identify what works for you and your teams, but you have to have something. And I'll tell you this: you have to have something that involves how fast you do it, and how fair it is. There's the two F's, fast and fair, when it comes down to conflict resolution. I definitely would make sure whatever the system is, whatever your protocols are, because I think I've seen this too often where people just take too long to address something. If something happened on Monday, you should address it on Monday or Tuesday. Don't wait till Friday to address it, unless you gotta do some investigation and things like that. But if it's something pretty straightforward, you should try to do your best to handle it as quickly as possible, so you don't necessarily have any lingering or residual effects from it. Because a lot of times you let things linger and you let things fester, and either people just think that you don't care, or the issue just you just kick the can down the road. So let's just make sure that we are resolving those conflicts as soon as possible. I think that's the best bet. So thank you guys so much, TPE. I'm gonna go over those 3 things really quickly again. Leadership styles and skills, identifying what leadership style you want to exist in your organization, and then what skills do you want to train your team on, and what's the system on doing that. Team motivation, making sure that you have a mechanism to appreciate your team and motivate them towards the things and activities that you want them to do. And then conflict resolution techniques, making sure that you have the 2 F's present: fast and fair, when it comes down to resolving conflict, and that is going to help you definitely build your team. So thank you guys so much for connecting with us. We appreciate your attention. We never take that for granted. Again, remember to like, share, and comment. Remember, Leader Square is the premier premium community for leadership, growth, and connectivity. And until next time, TPE family, peace.
If you want to expand your knowledge as a leader, go to tpenow.com and book a discovery call.
Si quieres invertir en tu liderazgo y aprendizaje, ves a la página tpenow.com y ahí podrás un enlace para hacer una llamada de descubrimiento para realizar cuáles son tus metas.